Hi my loves, today we want to see how other people see and perceive you, what they think of you, and you choose who that's gonna be, if it's a crush, a partner, someone from your family, friends, colleagues, whoever you would like to know about. Have them in your mind and we're going to take a look. For you've got three piles. You've got three objects to choose from. First is the blue lace agate. Then we have the key with the heart. And then we have a pendulum. Pick your object and I see you in your reading. If you have chosen the blue lace agate, this is your reading. And we're going to find out what other people think of you, how they perceive you, and you decide who it is we're looking at. All right. For blue lace agate. Let's get the message of how others perceive you. Oh, hard to handle the cards, so maybe that's something already giving me a message that you might be hard to read for some people. Maybe because you've got a sort of groundedness and calmness with the blue stone also. I'm thinking of calm, little conservative in a way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel a little detached almost, so you wouldn't burst out into tears in front of people or get angry in front of people. You would probably hide it back and be calm about being angry, for example. But let's see what the cards say. All right. King of Cups, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Wow, so many people in one. I think that people see you as all these personas. King of Cups, someone who is very good with their emotions. They see you as Queen of Wands, being out there and vibrant and passionate. And also as the King of Swords, who is detached and intelligent and witty and wordy and all this in one person. You probably switch modes quite easily. You switch from one into another. The King of Cups is the only one where I think that goes against what I just said, what I felt about the calmness. But then if it's the King, they're already ruling over their emotions, so it's probably quite true. You have deep emotions, but you wouldn't necessarily let them out unnecessarily or in bursts, but the Queen of Wands would. She would definitely. That's the kind of person that is so passionate that she could probably throw a plate against the wall if she was angry and uncontrolled. And yeah, she's a bit wilder. And if it's a man, it's similar. They're full of fire and passion, but not with a bad. They wouldn't throw the plate towards people, right? I think in this case, because we've got two blue people and one detached and one in touch with their emotions a lot, I think the Queen of Wands in the middle is more the internal fire. It's more that you could throw the plate, but because you're also the King of Cups and you're also the King of Swords in one, you would probably not do it because you protect your inner core. You just don't do it. That might be the part of you that other people do not get to see often. I see you with the Three of Pentacles. It's also three, right? It's the three. It's almost like the Holy Trinity. You have it all. The only element that is missing in you is the King or Queen of Pentacles, which is earth, which is groundedness, which I do feel here though. I feel it a lot, and that was one of the first words I think I mentioned. Oh, that was one of the feelings I felt, a grounded feeling. And we do have Pentacles in the Three of Pentacles. So once you combine them all, once all your personas work together, they kind of make the missing suit. See, it's almost, yeah, it looks a little bit like three people working together in this one here, right? And they create something. Yeah, they definitely see you as creative, a team player. And you are, in fact, difficult to read because you switch so easily. You switch roles in a way, but it's not a role. It's just how you are and who you are. You probably put a lot of thoughts, feelings, and creativity into your work, or into your friendships, into your projects. I don't think it's ever boring with you. And that's what people see. They like this, and you might even be able to be just one of the royals. Just the King of Cups to some people, just the Queen of Wands for some, and just the King of Swords to some. Depending on who is working with you. You have probably also worked other people out very quickly. You can very quickly sort them into not a bucket, but you know, you can sort them into, you see through people, you see their character, and they feel it. That makes them a little uneasy, maybe. Let's get a little deeper. How do they see you? They wanted, oh, three wanted to come out. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Six of Swords, one more, and Page of Wands. Okay. Interesting. The Queen of Cups on the Queen of Wands. The Page of Pentacles on the King of Cups. That's like childlike, a little safe, a little start, a little bit tangible, a little bit reliable. Queen of Cups on the Queen of Wands. Oh, you got it. You got it. You're beautiful. You must be really beautiful. Especially if you don't feel that way, the person or the people you think of you that way. Six of Swords and King of Swords. You would rather talk things out and move into calmer waters with people than staying in a situation that is that isn't calm. So you can, when conflict hits, you're able to switch your mind and you switch your heart, especially from being hurt, from being, you don't take things personally, or you try, but you talk things out, you become logic. Such a beautiful person you are, honestly. Page of Wands and Three of Pentacles. You might be the initiator for a lot of things that's happening in your circle of friends, or this person sees you as an initiator, someone that has drive, young energy. What's definitely very, very apparent in this reading is your beauty, or your this aura. You're quite feminine, but with the right amount of the King of Swords I'm thinking of. You're a little detached, and that makes you irresistible. You're emotional, you're fiery, and people might sense it and they see it in how you are. But you look a little bit as... you seem at first a little held back in a way. People might see the Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands. They might see the beauty, they might see the feminine side and the soft side and the exciting, passionate side of you, but they see it contained, and that is so magnetic. You're such a magnetic person. Yeah, that's amazing. I think many, many guys, even if you didn't ask about this, and even women, put you on a pedestal. You're queens and kings all over. Mature in your expression and with a childlike innocence underlying. And able to also help others out of troubled waters with your... just by talking to you, they feel calmer. You know, you take them out of troubles by being there for them and sorting things out logically. Yeah, an amazing person to be around. This person, or these people who you thought of, they think very highly of you. All right, let's get one more. Let's get a Kipper card. I don't know what it's gonna tell me, but I feel like Kipper's calling. Let's see the message. What else could describe you? Sudden wealth. Oh, so people who meet you, they think they won the lottery. And this person also thinks like that. They think you are the jackpot. That's really sweet. They feel rich by knowing you, by meeting you. Yeah, wow, that is fantastic. It doesn't fit the reading, but because you don't need an advice, but I still want to give you one which doesn't have to do anything with this reading, but maybe with the person or people you thought about, who knows, or just in general, just an advice for you. Closing advice. Breathe. Breathe. There's no advice. There's just... you can... whatever's on your mind. It's... see the blue. It's all in order. Everything is exactly as it's meant to be. And if you're worried about how these people or how that person thinks of you, there's nothing to worry. They have you in high regards. This is also, to me, that it's just the image. It's as if someone's looking over you and you can just relax. Someone's taking care of you. Something is taking care of you. With the sudden wealth as a message, There's something really beautiful coming for you or to you. Just stay calm, stay calm, stay in this state of knowing. Yeah, that is beautiful, honestly. Yeah, all right. That's all from me for today. I hope you liked the reading and I see you in my next one. Bye. If you have chosen the key, this is your reading. I used a lip stain, it stains everything. My tongue, my fingers, everything. Anyway, let's see. What does that person think of you? Or the group of people that you think of? Or just in general, how are you perceived by people? Who do they think you are? Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Seven of Cups, the Moon, Cancerian energy. If you're a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, this is definitely for you. Scorpio could also be, but with the Moon, well, Scorpio's Cancer on steroids, a little bit. So, how people see you, or a person or a group of people, your family, whoever you had in your mind when you asked that question, or when we asked this question, they see you as a love bug, someone loving, yeah, just full of love, overflowing, maybe a little bit moody, indecisive. They don't know how to... You're very mysterious to them. Apart from the your emotional side, which they definitely see, they are unsure about what's behind. You might look or seem a little motherly, fatherly, caring, very caring. Yeah, they're unsure about you. Something is, you're just a mystery. The Moon is something hidden, and they can feel through you. They also see and feel the amount of love that you just radiate love. They think you have so many options. They see you as very ethereal, otherworldly. And you might bring some people in contact with sides of them that are hidden, that they don't really want to see, but through you they have to. You're a dreamer. There are Neptune-like qualities in this picture. So you might just pull them like a siren into your world. It could also be with Neptune that people see you different to how you really are. You are, because there's a Queen, I think you are the Queen of Cups. You are very, very much emotional, but there's so much more to you that they really can't see. It's almost as if you have a veil over you. You might feel misunderstood for that reason, and it's nobody's fault. It's not that people don't want to understand you. It's that they see the obvious first, and it's hard for them to get inside your shell, but they feel so drawn to you through this. It's like the flame that the moths are looking for in the dark. It might be difficult for you to find a partner. You might often be a choice with others, but then because they can't grasp you, people can't really understand you, they might not choose you. If you're in a relationship, you're still this enigma. You still got this mysteriousness without doing anything. And there's also, by saying that, I feel like saying, please don't push and be mysterious on purpose. No matter what any dating coach tells you, try to be an open book, and that would pull people even more towards you. They're unsure about you anyway. Not unsure about you, but unsure about your intentions and who you are. You are possibly also obviously Pisces, and this is a very Piscean card. Able for very, very deep emotions that you might hide or only show to certain people that other people might be afraid of. They can't grasp how deep you can feel. Even if they're Pisces themselves or any other water sign, I think they cannot. They have an inkling. They can feel the pull. They feel the pull with you, but the pull goes down into the deepest psychology, into their fears and childhood. So you're a mystery. You're a beacon of love. You're a mystery. You might feel a little martyr-like sometimes. Be careful with that. And protect your feelings is an advice that I get from the cards, even though that wasn't a question. I know. Sorry. Okay, that's how people see you. Or the person you asked about. A little more information. A little more on that. Ace of Cups on the Ace of Cups. Hierophant. Queen of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. Ace of Cups on the Ace of Cups. That is a little crazy. That is a little crazy. Emotions overflowing. You're almost like a source for some people. That goes with the warning not to give to people who aren't good for you, or who are just the moth to the flame and then they burn when they touch you. The Hierophant on the Queen of Cups. You could be married, in a relationship. You could ask about your partner or about someone you want to marry. They see you as an institution, as wise, and you are someone, you know, I said before they don't know if to choose you. They do see you as relationship material. I think it goes down to their doubt is more about, will they be good enough for you? Will you choose them so they might not choose you for that reason? Because you're not see-through enough. It's not see-through, obviously, the word. I'm struggling right now. It's I'm struggling with the word. It's transparent. That's the word. All right, and the Knight of Wands with the Moon. That I see a pull. I see a very passionate pull. That might be where everyone is they might be pulled physically by you. Yeah, like a siren. And they have to follow. They want to conquer. Queen of Wands is beautiful. Yeah. Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups, beautiful together. Beautiful, ethereal, loving. With the Hierophant, the perfect woman. But it's this, with the Seven of Cups and the Moon, it's this lack of transparency, that's the word, that is creating the doubt, or yeah. People might see you as unreachable, or why would she choose me? Why would he choose me? I say she a lot, I'm sorry, because of the Queen. But obviously it could be a king, and you just reversed the roles for me, sorry. Yeah. Well, all in all, amazing, beautiful, and full of mystery. People like to be with you, and they are trying to spend time with you and getting to know you better. That's what the Knight of Wands tells me. And the Queen of Wands tells me, stay in your throne, stay confident. Do not think it's something wrong with you, because there isn't. People just can't see you because there's this veil over you. Yeah, they can't see you clearly. Okay. For the other pile, I pulled a Kipper card. I will do the same here. If it's family, they just love you and they sometimes don't understand you. Or friends, same with friends. But they do appreciate you a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Yeah. So give us one more clues. How do people see you? How do people or that person see you? Family room. That's with that goes with the Hierophant, like someone from their childhood, like family, familiarity, someone homely. The Queen of Cups is a very homely person. With the Hierophant, it's a motherly energy. And the draw into the darkness, into the psyche, it's often family related and what you experienced as a child. So that might be familiar. It's not, I don't see toxicity, I just see this, there's a relation between this and this for some reason. It gives me a similar feeling, or the moon, the family room explains the moon, the draw. It's like the tides that pull the water in a way. It's not, the mechanic is differently. Read it up. It's really interesting, by the way. But yeah, It's like as if the moon pulls the water. And that's why there's this ebb and flow, and that's a family situation that reminds them of you, or if you asked for a family, how your family sees you. Maybe even like the head of the family, full of love and mystery. All right. An advice that doesn't have to do with this reading, because we don't need more advice, but maybe we do. Let's see. Just because I like to end the readings with these oracle cards. What's the advice for you? Flexible. Flexible. Okay. Flexible. Be like water. Isn't that a phrase? I don't know. What is it? It comes from some philosophy. Is it Tao? Be like water, go with the flow, stay flexible in all situations. Don't let the uncertainty of some people change you, because the Queen of Wands is extremely she's confident, she's so sure of herself. Be like that. Go with the flow. And don't stiffen up, don't harden, never harden. Flexible is also there, it's almost like waves there, right? Be as able to move in water, in emotions, as you are on the ground. There's a lot of water. There's not much earth here. Don't get lost in your feelings. Stay flexible with that person or the group that you asked about, and in general show yourself flexible and open. And if you're in a certain situation, stay flexible. If things happen to you, bend with the wind. If someone's pushing you, just bend with it. Just don't push against. Just go with the flow. If something happens that gets you out of balance, just accept it. That's what I want to say. Accept things as they are and go with the flow. Such an important message. And trust your intuition, trust your feelings, trust your inner guidance. This is you. You're just at home in feelings and underground. Make sure you're also home in real life. Neptune can sometimes put a veil on your eyes as well, which is not what we want. Okay, that was all from me for today. I hope you liked the reading, and I see you in my next one. Bye! If you have chosen the Pendulum, this is your reading. Let's see how your person or people, whoever you have in your mind, how they see you. How do others see you and perceive you? How do people see you? Doesn't work. I tried. They're too new. They're not really new, but I don't use them that often. They're still very, very strong. It's thick cardboard. Right. You are the white witches or magicians under the from all these options, possibly. How do people see you? The Star. That is the Six of Swords. Hanged Man. Three of Pentacles. People see you as someone who is always holding on to hope, always able to change perspective. You can get people out of the funk by changing their perspective. You're a very good team player. People like to be with you. People love you for your insights. You might be a good teacher to some. You never lose hope. You're always a place or a person that people go to when they need you, when they need help. The Star is magical. You always point out the right direction. You see things from all perspectives and make things better. Working with you on something always guarantees fun, results, creativity. You might have gone through dark times yourself, and you know there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and for many people you are that light. You might have helped people into other dimensions, like you might have been the ferryman. You have just helped them transit into other dimensions. You just bring them out of trouble or troubled waters. You are the light. You change their perspective. Every time you're there, first of all, you might even feel when people are in trouble, or if they don't feel well, and you just turn up. You just call them in the right moment, send a text. You're a good friend, a good team player. That's the main thing. You change people's perspective. You, just by being you, just by being a light in the darkness, in a way, by just being you, you might be so unapologetically yourself that others feel they can too. They might dare to take a step in their life that they wouldn't have without you. It's almost the same message again and again and again. Someone or a group of people changed their perspective and their life, their whole life turned upside down because of you in a very good way. And you showed them a creative way of, you might go through life in a little bit unhinged, but not in the sense that it's irresponsible. It's more unusual, just different. You're different. You can manifest things. That might be the magic that I felt with you. Is like you're a change agent for other people. People who come in contact with you are changed just by being in contact with you, just by having talked to you, even if it's a 5-minute conversation on a bus with a person you don't know, that is changing something inside of them. I don't want to go as far as saying you change their life, but you change their perspective on things, and that brings things in motion. It's like this picture, a traffic light, something that got stuck. You get people unstuck. You help them, you give them a push, you give them an idea. Even if you're rude, it's something inside this interaction with you that pushes them into the right direction. My friend said something, must have been 20 years ago, and she said, sometimes when people are together, one person has to be the one pushing the other away, and that can be in a very mean way, because they just have to, one has to be the one who creates the change, and that role is sometimes not a good role, because it makes the person who did it feel very guilty. But it's not about them or you being a bad person. It's just about being the person who had to initiate the change. It's not that you always bully people into changing, but sometimes it could be. Never feel guilty for what happened. In a way, we're all people in a theater play, and this is also the thought that we should have with other people, to forgive them, forgive and forget what they did to us. They were only playing their role, obviously, just to an extent, but there's something true in this, that sometimes people have to cross boundaries in order to make things happen. All right, let's see. Let's go a little bit further, deeper. Let's see more. How do people see you, or the person you're thinking of? The people you think of, how do they see you? You know, it could be a job situation. It could be that they see you as someone who always brings them out of the art. You're always there when there's trouble ahead, or when there are deadlines. You're a little savior in a way, but you're more changing perspectives. So it's not so much fully hands-on, although it is in the end. But that's the result of you changing perspectives and changing a way of doing things. Yeah. You change processes, for example. Yeah. So how do people see you? Death. There you go. Transformation. You're the transformer. You're the transformer. Only you don't transform, but you transform the others. Obviously, you also went through transformation, and you changed a lot. And that's what they see also. 6 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. And 9 of Wands. They see you as familiar, cute and innocent looking, bringing love into a situation. They see you bringing a perspective from peace. You're peaceful. You're peaceful. You know, people can come to you with their worries, and first of all, they get a cup of tea. You have tangible things to offer. with the Hanged Man and the Ace of Pentacles, they discover a way out. They discover a way to better times through you, through this transformation. Every time they get in contact with you, it's the beginning of something new, and that's the death in the Ace of Pentacles, and the whole reading felt like this. Nine of Wands, they also see what you went through, and they might see you as a little defensive and a little tired sometimes, because you went through so many changes and through so many battles yourself. Clarify the Nine of Wands. It's a little bit out of place. It might be the feeling that of this darkness with the death, and the Six of Swords here is a little dark. It's a little sad. There's a sadness. There's an underlying, maybe this is childhood issues that you bring them out of. Things that were stuck since childhood that they're so sad about, and that brought them a lot of trouble. You kick them out of this state of hanging into the past, stuck in the past. It might take a toll on you. They might see you tired. The Star again. You're the shining light, you're the guiding light, and that is, it starts with the Star and it ends with the Star. It's your own wounding, your own defenses, your own experience that has made you the Star, and all the experiences and changes you went through are now use as a guide for others. You're the guide for others now who are in a similar situation or in comparable situations. All right, the circle has closed. It starts with a Star, it ends with a Star. Let's get the Kipper card. One Kipper card. What do people think of you? How do they see you? They definitely see you as the Star. And you help them with, I think what you pull them out of is childhood issues with the Six of Cups here. You change them and you show them something from their childhood that they haven't dealt with maybe until very late in life. And you show them. Wealthy man. They see you as emperor of your own life. They see you as, ruling your own life. They see you as being wealthy of experience, maybe wealthy in general. Maybe you are. And they would come to you when they need something. They see you as above them. They also see themselves as wealthy and enriched being in contact with you and being your friend or your family member or your partner. They see that you're fair and that you earned your wealth. You're not just wealthy by chance. You worked hard for it. And if you're not wealthy, you're wealthy with experience. You're very wise. And that came through struggle with the Nine of Wands. That's when you found your guiding star, and that's how you now can help others. Let's get an advice for you. This advice does not have to do anything with the person or the people you think you thought about, but it can be, or with this situation. I just like to end the reading with an advice for you. What's the advice? What's the advice? Soulmates. Oh, that is what I'm feeling here. You're the soulmate. Six of Cups is a soulmate card. It's someone who wakes people up. It's your life might be just spiked with just full of soulmatey connections, full of people who need your help, and that it sometimes hurts because not always the soulmate that you meet might also jug you into place again. And if you're the one who's pushing, then it can be painful. And that's the story I told you before with my friend who said sometimes you have to be the one who hurts someone else. But that's just because you have to, in order for them to get a leg up, to take the next step. Beautiful ending. If you thought about someone, that's exactly the story. With the wealthy man also, there's more. I said there's more that they could get. There's teamwork in the cards, and there's a new beginning in the cards. If you're waiting for someone for a new beginning, it's in the cards. It's not completely done yet. You're not done yet with this person, or this person isn't done with you. Soulmates help each other, right? To reach the next cycle with or without each other. But I feel if this is about someone, there's reconciliation. There's not necessarily, but there's more to be done together. All right. Okay. I hope that made sense and you liked the reading, and I see you in my next one. Bye.